tell me about your trip to Vietnam.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Which I didn't. It was really in support of the Girls Opportunity Alliance,
yes.
which is part of the Obama Foundation.
Yes.
But she targeted you because you've already set up a scholarship.
Yeah. Yeah, after the first movie, I set up a scholarship with the Asia Foundation where I put girls through a high school education from Vietnam, where I'm from. I was adopted from Vietnam. And ultimately, I set it up because it's all about opportunity. And I got very, very lucky to be adopted and brought here where any dream that I had, I could pursue it, And that, I think about that every day, And so once I got the All the Boys opportunity, I realized okay, I need to have a true purpose where I can give other girls the opportunity. And if acting fails me, if it doesn't work out, ultimately I'm going to be okay with that, because the most important thing for me is to give these girls a shot. And you'd be so surprised what these girls go through in pursuit of their education. They walk for 2 hours to get to school just to learn how to read, with roads that are filled with danger that we can't even understand. And they hold their heads up high, and their pursuit of knowledge is fantastic, and they have the biggest dreams ever. So I got to go. So because of the scholarship, I literally asked. I was like, "How was I picked for this? Out of that, how was I picked?" But I guess because of the scholarship, and so I got to go to Vietnam and work with the Girls Opportunity Alliance and Mrs. Obama and meet a bunch of girls, and then also meet the girls that I'm putting through separately, which is exciting.
Great, because you hadn't met them before.
No,
right? You hadn't been even back to Vietnam since you were adopted.
I was adopted. Yeah, I hadn't been back at all, and
wow.
My family and I have been trying to go back, but that's a big trip, and distance-wise, emotionally, everything. And life just kind of got in the way. And then once I got this call, I was like, you know what? This is a sign that I just got to get up, bring my whole family over to Vietnam. So we went back to the orphanage. I met the manager who is my only ties to anyone that I know in Vietnam. He's the manager that found me at the doorstep and brought me into the orphanage, and we literally connected over Twitter. So we met again, and he took us back to the orphanage, and he spent 4 days with us. His name is Mr. Took, and he would show me all these pictures of when I was a baby and stuff.
So he remembered you. He
remembered
you.
Oh yeah. Well, he found me because my last name is Condor, which is, it's okay, that's a bird, you kind of sticks out. And he remembers I did X-Men 5 years ago. And he remembers that there was a press release when I was doing X-Men that had, Vietnamese American actress, newcomer Lana Condor is going to play Jubilee. And he was like, Condor, I remember that name. And then he remembered it was my parents who adopted me.
Wow.
So we got together, and it was just there's a picture, one of the only pictures that I have, of my time there was of me and him, and he was holding me, and I was little baby, la-di-da in his arms. And then getting to hug him again was just I think it's rare to have a full circle, experience in your life.
Did you get to any of the photos?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. And he was so proud the whole time. So he gave me photos. He took a ton of photos. It was just, I will never ever feel more whole and still and complete than I think I did when I got to go back. It's almost as if your it was my body knew it belonged there. My skin and my hair, my vision was better.
Wow, I have goosebumps.
And it was amazing. And then just to be there with my brother and my mom and my dad was just, that's where we became a family. And without my parents, God knows where I would be, and I definitely wouldn't be here talking to you guys. So it was just a really beautiful experience that I'll cherish for forever.
Was your brother adopted from the same place?
Yeah, so we're not biologically related, but he was adopted from the same orphanage. And so it was really cool to just be back with him, and guys, at the end of the day, it's those experiences really focus me in on what's important. And I've talked to these girls that were putting through high school, and they learn how to speak English by watching the To All the Boys movie.
Oh, wow.
And so it's just
So was the To All the Boys movie sort of a big deal over there as well?
Yeah.
It's all over the world because it's Netflix.
Well, they couldn't they they couldn't believe, like, it was so funny. Like, I think that they couldn't believe it was me. They're like, "What? There's no way." But yeah, no, they're wonderful, wonderful fans of it, and Netflix is worldwide, and you can watch it on your phone, and they love it. But yeah, they are fantastic, and every time I talk to them, I would just look at them and be like, "Wow, like I could be you." And you can be me, and that's amazing. Like anything is possible, and just these girls are they're fantastic.